Hi, this is Marty from Blue Lightning TV. I'm going to show you how to design and create this simple but powerful emblem of your initials, and then show you how to customize its color. Create a new document by going to File and New. Make the width and the height 870 pixels each, and the resolution 150 pixels per inch. Then click OK or press Enter or Return. Open your horizontal type tool and choose a font. I'm using a font called DragonForce. If you'd like to use it, I provided its download link in the video's description or project files. I'll choose a size of 287 points. If you're using a different font, you may want to use a different point size. Choose Sharp, Center Alignment, and Black for the color. Type your initials. To lower one of the characters, highlight it and go to Window and Character. The character panel will open. Go to the baseline shift icon and slide it to the left. Then close the panel. Open your Move tool to reposition it. Click the FX icon and choose Bevel and Emboss. The style is inner bevel, the technique is chisel hard, the direction is up, and the size is 21 pixels. Keep in mind, if you're using a different font, you may want to use different amounts in the layer styles to achieve similar results. Check Contour. Click Stroke and make the size 5 pixels. The position is outside, the blend mode is normal, the opacity is 100%, and the color is black. Click Drop Shadow and make the opacity 20%. Uncheck Global Light and make the angle 126 degrees. Make the distance 40 pixels and the size 0. Then click OK or press Enter or Return. Click off the eyeball of the text to hide it, and Control-click or Command-click on the new layer icon to make a new layer below the active layer. Open your Polygon Tool and choose Pixels. If you have CS5 or earlier, click this icon for pixels. Type in 3 for the amount of sides, and then click on the gear icon. Type in 2.8 inches for the radius, and make sure nothing is checked. Click on the foreground color to open the color picker. Pick a medium to light color. We can always change it later. I'll type in FFC000. Then close the panel. Place your cursor on the document, click and hold as you drag it up a little, and without releasing it, press and hold Shift. This will snap the shape to an upright position. As soon as you release your mouse or pen, the shape fills with the color you picked. Flip the shape vertically by going to Edit, Transform, and Flip Vertical. Double-click on the thumbnail of the triangle layer to open its layer style window. Click Bevel and Emboss. The technique is chisel hard, the size is 250 pixels, and the shadow opacity is 35%. Click Stroke. Make the size 14 pixels and the position inside. Click the color box and pick the same color as you picked earlier. Click Inner Glow. The blend mode is normal and the color is white. The source is edge, the choke is 100%, and the size is 19 pixels. Then click OK. To center it on your document, press V to open your Move tool, and press Ctrl or Command A to select your entire image. Then click the Align Horizontal Centers icon. Delete the selection by pressing Ctrl or Command D. Make the text visible. To slide the triangular shape up or down, press the up or down arrow keys on your keyboard. I'd like to slide the text to the right a bit, so I'll make the text layer active and press the right arrow key on my keyboard until I like its position. Next, we'll add the Starburst. Make the background active and click the New Layer icon to make a new layer. Open the Polygon Tool and type in 70 for the sides. Click the gear icon and keep the radius 2.8 inches. Check Star and indent the sides by 70%. Go to the center and drag out the Starburst shape. Rotate it so the bottom point of the Starburst is vertical to the bottom point of the triangle. Then release. To slide the Starburst up or down, open your Move tool and press the up or down arrow key. I'd like to change the stroke that surrounds the text to white. First, let's place the triangle and Starburst shapes into a folder. Shift-click on the triangle to highlight both layers, and then press Ctrl or Command-G. Double-click the stroke effect to open it in the Layer Style window. Click the color box and pick white. Then click OK on both windows. Next, I'll show you how to change the colors of the shapes. Double-click on the folder to open its Layer Style window. Click Color Overlay. By changing blend modes and picking different colors, you can achieve stunning color combinations. To remove the shadows on the Starburst and the white background, make the text layer active and click the icon at the top right corner. Click Convert to Smart Object. You know it's a smart object if you see this icon at the lower right corner of the thumbnail. Make a composite snapshot of your image by pressing Ctrl-Shift-Alt-E on Windows or Command-Shift-Option-E on a Mac. Control-click or Command-click on the text to make a selection of its shape. Open the folder, go to the triangle, and press Ctrl or Command plus Shift to add its shape to the selection. Close the folder and click the Layer Mask icon to make a layer mask next to the composite snapshot. Now, click off the eyeball of the text to hide it. This is Marty from Blue Lightning TV. Thanks for watching.